Maybe. Esse aqui é para Vasti.
This is to show to her sister.
It's the most expensive.
It's almost done.
It's also
Today is Sunday.
Also, you might also.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, very big problem. And among our neighbors,
Il a rencontré Kenyatta.
Je l'ai aperçu. Now we are trying to make it and fix something
לא, מלך יש ביס. מלך. Ninguém lá, não mais contigo. Pero gini deductive. You can hold it. Come now. Hold it.
Begini chue. Simbal be kurukune.
True.
Babona mtu anakunywa maziwa kama wewe. Lakini maziwa ni chako, ni madogo dogo.
Eh. Kuna kama tazima lipi.
Kwa baba tu broma tangu.
Olha lá, tá bebendo água, Ju. Olha lá, Jota. Tá querendo mais. Diz que eles são bravos, Jota. Esse parece mais doce.
Agora leta washike kidogo.
Bicho bravo.
Leta washike kidogo.
Watakuja. Subiri nitakuletea mwingine.
No.
That wasn't nice. You can't do that again. Oh, come on.
Look at that. Tadinho. Oh. Ah, please.
Oh, no.
Ai.
Estamos caminhando.
Ai, não, eles vão empurrar aqui, gente. Não vamos sair daqui de perto. Ele tá estranho. Esse aí tá bravão.
Vinha como armado.
Ai, Jonathan.
Não, it's okay.
Tá vindo pra cá, Pia.
Tchau, tudo bom. Tudo bem. Fica no compasso do jogo. Pokoknya jual aja kan. Pokoknya kata tadi.
Wants to charge. Look at him. See, he's charging.
Olha o dinheiro. Olha o dinheiro.
Só falta ter leão por aqui. Ó, tem rastro aqui.
Pusiste o filme já?
Ele vai deixar. Itu bebel. Aqui não é mostly. Eu é legal, eu não quero mostrar. Vamos como o
I'm just glad it wasn't the elephants.
Neno manakacha biara ba ni. Io gara più. Talvez não rescue. Bos, leta ndogo hapa. Nango. Leta ndogo tupige na picha hapo. Sio kubwa, ni kubwa.
Attention everybody please. So I want to take this opportunity and welcome you all at the David Sheldrick Water Trust, and will kindly request you all to try and maintain total silence for the period that we're going to be here, so that we can be able to see these baby elephants and also to learn more about it. If you squat down, some of these elephants see you as a toy to play with. And so they might want to come and push and kick as they do with the soccer ball. But if you keep standing up, they will give you a lot of respect. And if you've got a mobile phone on you, you're advised to use it only for taking photos and not for communication. Because communicating on your phone will be making noise for everyone else. And smoking is not allowed within this zone. And so the David Sheldrick Water Trust is a project that was started officially back in the year 1977 after the death of David Sheldrick. And David Sheldrick was the founder senior warden of the large Savannah National Park. And later on, reintroducing them back into the world. This means all the babies that you're going to see here today are orphans, have been rescued from different parts of the country, and they all have different reasons for being orphans. Some of them, we know exactly what caused them to be left orphans, and that is why we rescued them. Others, we are really not very sure. But since they are found all alone, when they are still at a very young age, at an age where they will not have survived without the mother's milk, and also without protection against other dangers, that is why we have to come in and help rescue them. A young elephant will need the mother's milk for the first 2 years minimum. This means if they happen to lose the mothers when they're below 2, they cannot survive. They will easily starve to death or can be attacked by the lions and the hyenas and be killed. And so that is the reason why we raise adapted in a herd of wild elephants. They will be trained on how to stay back into the world naturally. They will be protected against all other dangers out in the world. They will also be warned against human beings by the wild elephants. This is long period because it depends on the different characters of different elephants. It depends on the reasons that caused them to be left orphans. It also depends with their age when they became orphans. It also depends on a factor that elephants will always stay in groups and families. And that is why strangers are not just invited anyhow in a herd of wild elephants. And that is why the time they will be adopted. Once adopted, we set them free and let them become wild once again. This means if a young elephant comes to the nursery, this young elephant will stay with us for a minimum of about 8 years. The first 3 years minimum will be here in the nursery, and the second 5 years minimum will take place in Sabo East National Park before they start to become wild. In addition to taking care of the baby elephants and rhinos, we also have other projects that we undertake. For example, we've got mobile, and agri-poaching is a real problem in our country and in the whole of Africa. As we shall be talking about these elephants one by one, you will be able to realize that most of them have come in because the mothers have been killed. human beings, and yet it is our role as human beings to care and protect for these animals. And so we fail in this role by causing them to be left orphans just because we are interested in their ivory, and an elephant ivory adds no value to human life. And that is why I would like to urge all of you here today to help stop poaching. You can help stop poaching if you want. This is right from your home, right from your country. You only need to fix your minds and stop to buy things that are made from ivory or anything from for this public viewing. The two that are not coming down are the latest arrivals we've got and the youngest we've got in the nursery. An elephant called Loboito, who is approximately a week old, who came in the nursery approximately 3 days ago, who was rescued from Samburu. He's still very young and very new, and that's why he needs special attention. We also have an elephant called Weiwei, who is approximately
Smart
2
guy.
months old, who came in the nursery approximately 5 days ago, rescued from South Orfanage, and also a victim of human wildlife for 15 elephants. A few minutes from now,
Esse grupo acabou?
the 15 will walk away so that we can get in another group of 14 elephants, slightly older. An elephant called Godoma, right in the middle, 9-month-old. And Godoma was rescued from the Taita Hills, Godoma Valley, found trapped in a water hole. We can't tell exactly the whereabouts of the mother, but baby was all by herself in a water hole. And that's why we had to help rescue her. She's approximately 9 months and so far doing all right in the nursery at the moment. We also have an elephant called Rappa taking water at the far end, approximately 10-month-old. And Rappa was rescued from Samburu, Serra Conservancy, found fallen down a well. He's now approximately 10-month-old. After Rappa, we've got at 1 year old, the smallest in size, I would tell, an elephant called Doto on my right, 1 year old, immediately after birth. And that is why we rescued him. Right now, he's approximately a year old. Also at 1 year old,
Priscilla needs to be this small
with the
one.
year's race, an elephant called
Come on,
Lassayen,
here, small
who
one.
happens to be
Little
Doto's best friend. And Lassayen was rescued from Samburu, Sarara Valley, found fallen down a well when he was about 1.5 months old. He's now
Ele respira por onde?
After
Tromba,
Lassayen,
tromba é o
at the
nariz.
far end,
Mas como que põe água?
an elephant
Eles
called
bebem
Maureen,
água e jogam lá dentro.
or Rock Conservancy, which is found within the Masai Mara, and identified all by himself. Very weak, very much dehydrated and emaciated, a sign that he had been alone for a very long time and was as well starving to death. And that's why we had to come in and help rescue him. He's now approximately 17 months old. At 18 months, we've got an elephant called Roy, elephant called Alamaya, 19-month-old, rescued from the Masai Mara after he had been attacked by the hyenas, genitals. So we had to come in and help rescue him. He's now approximately 19 months old because she was too weak to keep up with the rest of the group. And lastly, the biggest in size right in the middle is an elephant called Oltayoni, 2.5 years old, and so far doing all right in the nursery. We also have 2 ostriches in the group, and the ostriches are P and Paul, but I cannot tell who is P and who is Paul. They are orphans as well. They were rescued from Samburu where we had gone to pick an orphan baby elephant. And close to this area, these 2 little chicks were found all by themselves at a very, very young age. No one could tell why they were there all by themselves at that very young age, which was not safe for them. That's why we had to bring them in the nursery. Slightly older to join us any direction, you are free to ask. You just raise up your hand and shout your question, if there is any. Yes. To get the babies? Yes.
How do you get them here?
When we rescue the elephants, is it difficult to capture them?
Yes.
Most of the babies, when we go to rescue them, they've been sickling for a long time, they've been starving for a long time. Most of them are just lying down almost dead. and so we just go and collect them. A few are found fallen down wells, so some people have to go down the well, tie the ropes, and pull the elephant from top. A few are found still strong, and so we have to run physically after them. But most of them are not strong enough to do anything when we rescue them.
Do you have a maximum that you'll take care of?
We don't have a maximum that we can take care because we cannot turn away an orphan. The biggest number we've ever had is 38. Yes. This is from the areas that are pastoralists and nomads, and they keep on moving from one area to the other with their domestic animals, in search for greener pasture and water. When they settle at one point, they want to dig these wells for the domestic animals to get water, but sometimes when they move, they don't cover them. So we. Yes.
Are the ostriches orphans?
Yes, the ostriches are orphans as well.
It's hard to wean them off the bottle.
Yes, it is hard because they like to get the milk every now and then. And so we do it gradually. First they're fed on demand, then we... Yes.
How do you find the orphans?
We went to pick an orphan elephant, and close to where the ostriches, or close to where the orphan elephant was, there were these two little chicks. We can't tell why they were there all by themselves with that very young age. People call us when they find the orphans. We don't have specific people out there looking for them. We rely on the rangers in the parks who are in charge of all animals. If they come across them, they first of all have to look for the mothers. And if the mother cannot be found, it's when we also rely on the people working in the ranges and conservancies. We also get information from the communities neighboring the parks to the reserves. Sometimes the elephants come into their farms to destroy their crops, and in the course of the fight, the babies are left behind. So they call the management of the park within the area who will find out where the mother is. At the same time, we cannot feed them on cow's milk. The same cow's milk has got lots of fat. Elephants have poor fat digestion. So if you feed them on cow's milk, they will diarrhea to death. And that is why we feed them on a human baby formula, whose fats have been emulsified, making it easier for the babies to digest. And it took Dr. Demdafin Sheldrick about 28 years to
Diz que é
discover
uma
that this is the right
pesquisa já que eles já
formula.
fazem 28 anos. Se der leite de vaca ou outro leite, dá diarreia neles.
No, we buy the milk.
E tem uma fábrica que faz.
Não, vai puxando o olho dele.
Diz que se deixar, eles ficam mamando o tempo todo. Não tem assim a horário que eles dão.
Eu vi que eles ficam segurando a coisa.
Eles que começavam com os pequenos e os maiores seguram.
How do you say scary?
Medo.
Olha, sobrou um monte de água em vez de dar pressa. Agora tá se jogando longe na água, né?
You're gonna get it. You know why it's playing in the mud? The mud creates a layer in their skin so that when there's sun, so it doesn't reach the skin.
To protect.
Yeah, that's why they do that.
Welcome for second group, and these are the older elephants we've got in the nursery at the moment. The oldest here is approximately 3.5 years old. The youngest in this group is approximately 1.5 years old. I will start with the elephant at the far end on my right, an elephant called Boromoko, who is approximately 20 months old, rescued from the Masai Mara, identified all by himself. To take care of him, and he was still young to survive by himself, and that's why we rescued him. On my left is an elephant called Kauro, who happens to be the youngest in this group, approximately 1.5 years old, rescued from Samburu, Serra, found fallen down a well when he was only 2 weeks old. Right in the middle of Kauro and Boromoko, close to the waterhole, is an elephant called Enkikwe, who happens to be the naughty boy in the group, 3 years old, rescued from the Masai Mara, found standing close to the dead body of the mother. Nobody knows exactly what killed the mother. That's why we suspect the mother might have died from a natural disease. Holding a stick in the middle, an elephant called Sokoti, 2.5 years old, rescued from Samburu, a victim of a natural reason. The mother to Sokote died from a twisted gut, and he was left alone at the age of about 6 months. Right now, 2.5 years old. Close to the water hole on my left, who has been spraying himself with water, is an elephant called El Karama, 3.5 years old, rescued from El Karama Ranch, identified all by himself. In front of El Karama is an elephant called Balguda, cold, just lying down. Taking water at the far end on my left is an elephant called Olseki, 2 years old, who also happens to be the greediest of them all, rescued from the Masai Mara, found standing together with the mother who had a broken leg. The baby were at a risk of being attacked and killed by the lions or the hyenas, just because the mother could not defend herself, nor protect the baby. And at the same time, the mother was not in a position to Uber and a victim of ivory poaching. She was only 9 months old when her mother was killed and other elephants, and she was found standing close to the dead body of the mother and the other elephants that had been killed by poachers. And that's why we rescued her. Okay. After Aruba, we've got an elephant called Embu, and approximately 3 years old, rescued from Iringi forest. We'll always stay in groups and families under the leadership of the oldest leader, by natural instinct, the matriarch of the group. The boys will leave the families after maturity, which is about 15 years. When they leave the families, the boys will want to join a bachelor hunt, or some boys want to go and stay by themselves, or some boys want to go and look for females in other hunts at a different place. But generally the females will stay together for the rest of their lives. Generally elephants are very clever, very intelligent animals. They also do have a perfect memory, which means they will remember everything that happens in their lives. And that is why the saying that goes, elephants never forget, is very, very true. Any final questions? The trunk is the most sensitive part of an elephant's body. It takes the role of the hand as well as the nose. They will collect everything and put in the mouth using the trunk, but they also suck water in the trunk. They have a mechanism where the water will hold at some point, then the trunk to the mouth and blow the water in the mouth.
Are they not? But all of them, is every elephant capable of being reintroduced to the wild?
Yes.
And can adapt?
Yes,
yeah?
But they get different times before they get adapted.
Yeah.
Elephant.